The movie begins at a space station in Michigan where Kate Dibiasky, a Ph.D. candidate, observes what appears to be a comet heading towards Earth. Excitement fills the air as she brings in her colleagues, including her mentor Professor Randall Mindy, to share the discovery. They even name the comet after Kate. However, their excitement is cut short as they realize the comet is much more dangerous than initially thought. When the scientists calculate the comet's trajectory, they discover that it will hit Earth within 6 months' time, causing a global extinction. To raise awareness about the imminent danger, Randall and Kate reach out to NASA and talk to Dr. Teddy Oglethorpe, the head of the Defense Coordination Office. They aim to convey that this comet is a planet killer, and within 6 months, it poses a catastrophic threat to all life on Earth. Considering the urgency of the situation, Dr. Teddy instructs them to come to DC and arrange a meeting with President Janie Orlean. The stress of this discovery takes a toll on Kate, leading her to vomit and turn to substance use as a way to cope with her overwhelming stress. The following morning, Kate and Randall take the first flight to DC and arrive at the White House. However, they are left to wait the whole day as the president is busy covering a scandal of one of her associates. Following an unsuccessful day of waiting for an opportunity to speak with the president, Randall and Kate find themselves compelled to wait until the next day. They are sent to a motel, where both of them call their loved ones to divert their mind from an impending doom. Kate engages in communication with her boyfriend, Philip, with whom she shares a somewhat strained relationship, primarily due to her reluctance to spend time with his mother. In contrast, Randall is married to June, and the couple has 2 adult sons. The following day, Kate, Randall, and Teddy finally get to meet the president and her chief of staff, Jason, who also happens to be her son. Despite Randall and Kate emphasizing the imminent and severe threat posed by the comet, named Comet Dibiasky after Kate's initial observation, Janie and Jason remain indifferent. They downplay the danger, citing the statistical uncertainty and refusing to treat it as a legitimate threat unless the data reaches 100% certainty. They express that they regularly receive monthly end-of-the-world warnings, with explanations ranging from economic collapses to potential nuclear crises. Frustrated by the lack of action from the White House, Teddy urges Randall and Kate to consider leaking this crucial information to the press. In Silicon Valley, the scene shifts to a presentation by the prominent tech company Bash, where CEO Peter Isherwall unveils the latest update to the company's product, Liv. Liv is designed to detect people's emotions and tailor its approach to appeal to them, ultimately serving the company's interests in selling products. However, it becomes evident that Peter is not only presenting a technological advancement, but also displaying a callous and indifferent attitude. Moments after his presentation, he gets the news about the comet by his associates. In the meantime, Randall and Kate secure a meeting with the New York Herald. The staff confirm their comet claim by communicating with NASA and agreeing to publish a story about the impending doom. However, Randall and Kate are first told to sit for an interview on a morning talk show with renowned television personalities Brie Venti and Jack Bremer. Prior to their segment to reveal the comet story, the broadcast features pop star Riley Bina discussing her highly publicized breakup with fellow musician DJ Cello. However, in a live chat, the two reconcile, and Riley accepts DJ Cello's marriage proposal. Following this, Randall and Kate go on air, with Randall maintaining his composure. However, they are again met with apathy when Brie and Jack fail to take the comet story seriously. Kate, frustrated by Brie and Jack's nonchalant attitude towards the imminent catastrophe, loses her cool on live television. She completely loses her temper and loudly declares to the viewers that they are all destined to fucking die. After the disastrous interview, Kate becomes an internet meme due to her doomsday declarations, which leave people feeling down. Meanwhile, Randall gains popularity due to his attractive appearance. However, they are told by the staff at the New York Herald that they will not be publishing the story. Apparently, there were no substantial views on their recent interview. The staff reject Randall and Kate's plea, citing that the head of NASA believes the data on the comet story to be inaccurate. Randall and Kate are even more annoyed, only to realize that the head of NASA is not even an astronomer, but one of the donors working for the president. The situation takes a turn for the worse when Kate's boyfriend, Philip, who happens to be a journalist, seizes the opportunity of Kate going viral and pens an article revealing details about their past romantic involvement. Devastated, Kate interprets this revelation as a heartbreaking breakup. In the meantime, Randall finds himself unable to resist social media. He engages in heated arguments with anyone questioning his scientific expertise and gets entangled in discussions surrounding various conspiracy theories. However, not long after, the two learn about the president's scandal involving the exposure of her private parts. Her pictures are becoming a subject of memes and shared all over the internet. One day, Randall and Kate are unexpectedly arrested by FBI agents. They are brought to the White House for a meeting with President Janey. It becomes apparent that Janey, caught in a scandal herself, sees an opportunity to divert attention from her own issues by using the Comet situation. She apologizes to Randall and Kate for initially downplaying the grave situation. She then agrees to pursue a mission led by respected war hero Benedict Drask to launch a nuclear strike on the Comet. Following this, Randall and Kate begin to appear in many interviews, TV shows, and magazine covers, explaining about the incoming comet. As news of the comet's impact and the high-stakes mission spreads, Randall enters into an affair with Bree, the TV host on the morning talk show. The day of the nuclear strike arrives and the whole nation watches anxiously as Benedict and his team are launched into space to confront the comet. Everybody is celebrating the fact that the planet will be saved soon. However, during a briefing where President Janey meets with Randall, Kate, Bree, Teddy, and other officials, Peter, the tech billionaire, interrupts to share crucial information with Janey. Moments later, it becomes apparent that Benedict and his team are retreating from space, pulling back toward Earth, and effectively aborting the mission. The unexpected turn of events only adds uncertainty and tension to the Comet crisis. Soon after, Randall and Kate find themselves in a shocking revelation during a meeting with Janey and her staff. Peter, driven by the prospect of substantial wealth and material gains for big companies, including his own, suggests allowing the comet to strike Earth. It is revealed that the comet is full of rich and rare minerals that technology manufacturers use in phones and laptops. Peter, who also turns out to be one of the president's donors, asserts that they must capitalize on such resources to get the upper hand on the world economy, leaving their rivals like China behind. He further reveals his plan to use his technology to fragment the approaching comet and collect the pieces from the ocean to mine them later. Understandably, both Randall and Kate are horrified by this profit-driven perspective. They protest against Peter's plan to use technology proposed by his company Bash in a scheme that has not undergone peer review. However, their plea falls on dumb ears as the White House agrees to commercially exploit the comet by first letting it enter the Earth's atmosphere. Unable to keep it to herself, Kate later announces in front of the public that the White House has approved a plan that will allow the rich to be richer while keeping everybody's lives at stake. Following this, a series of riots ensues around the city and Kate is once again caught by the FBI. She is then forced to sign a paper indicating that she isn't allowed to share critical information with the public. After this, factions across the country begin to support the government's plan, viewing it as a potential source of employment for those in need. Meanwhile, those advocating to prevent the comet strike are belittled. Even Kate's parents distance themselves from her due to their pro-comet stance. They believe the government's plan will allow them to have jobs and earn some money. Kate then takes a job at a supermarket, where she meets an anti-government activist named Yule. In the meantime, Randall, who has been promoted as a science advisor to the president, supports his collaboration with the White House administration and maintains his affair with Bree. However, the situation takes a toll on Randall, especially after he discovers Peter's plan to use Bash drones to mine the comet. When he examines the drones, it finally dawns upon him that Peter and the government are not going to save the world. This revelation prompts a change of heart in Randall, leading to a dramatic meltdown on Bree and Jack's show. He criticizes the White House and condemns the public's reaction to the crisis. In the midst of this breakdown, June, Randall's wife, discovers about her husband's cheating scandal. She lashes out at him by throwing all of his medications at him. As the comet draws closer to Earth's atmosphere, Kate reconciles with Randall, and Yule joins them in their efforts to address the impending catastrophe. However, despite their warnings about the imminent danger, President Janey and her administration decide to host a concert featuring Riley and cello performing a ballad titled Just Look Up. This goes against Randall and Kate's urgent mission to seek help from other nations. Janey and her staff go on further to divert funding from countries like India, Russia, and China to proceed with their mining mission. They rather emphasize their prioritization of profit over global collaboration. As time rapidly goes by and the chances of fighting against the impending disaster narrow, Randall gathers with his family. His wife June forgives him and their two sons warmly welcome him home. Kate, Teddy, and Yule also join them to share a final meal together. In the meantime, Janey and Peter launch the Bash technology drones to kickstart their plan tonight. However, the drones sent to mine the comet face challenges as they start to break down as soon as reaching the surface of the comet. Seeing this, both Janey and Peter come to the realization that their efforts are in vain. In a moment of desperation, Janey and Peter excuse themselves from the room and escape the building. Now boarding a shuttle, Janie calls Randall to inform him that there is space for him and a guest on a shuttle reserved for the wealthy. The shuttle is equipped with cryopods to escape the comet's impact. Despite this opportunity, Randall chooses to stay with his loved ones. He then wishes she would take care of Jason and the administration when they reach a safe place. This is when Janie realizes she left her son back in the building. As the comet clears Earth's atmosphere and races toward the ground, Randall and the others reflect on the richness of their lives before the impact. Soon, the inevitable destruction of Earth unfolds, and in the final moments, they reflect on the good times just before the devastating impact of the comet takes everything away. In a mid-credits scene, the 2,000 people who escaped Earth before the comet's impact land on a vibrant alien planet after 22,740 years in cryopods. They get out of their spacecraft in a state of awe, naked, admiring the habitable world around them. However, their joy is abruptly shattered when Janie is unexpectedly killed by a bird-like predator, habituating the entire planet. Back on Earth, it is revealed that Jason, Janie's forgotten son, somehow managed to survive the comet's impact. He records a video of himself, declaring himself the last man on Earth, and urges any remaining viewers to like and subscribe.